Oh, good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico style. I'm so glad it's Friday. I don't know about you.
TGIF. You know, everybody, I think, is saying that this week. Thank goodness the weekend is here. It's been like the longest week ever. The longest week ever.
Between the weather, I mean, you work double hard, really, doing everything with the weather. And it's just kind of been stressful. I think the change in the temperature and just overall with the holidays and the stresses of the holidays, I just think we kind of all need to just decompress, take a deep breath, and realize it's going to be okay.
I know, and it's so cold. You just want to stay inside more. And I think when you get kind of cooped up inside, it's just not as fun.
Definitely. And getting darker earlier, too.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Less sunlight. Less sunlight. You need it. I think it really does.
What is it called?
SAD, sad. Yeah.
It makes you sad. Yeah. Well, Kristen, I know this morning I was watching you obviously on KRQE News 13, and you were talking about the fact that obviously we have been in a state drought for quite some time. And so our question of the day is what you guys were talking about this morning. With all of the storms that we've been seeing, with all the snow, has that actually helped us statewide improve the drought conditions?
You know, it's helped a little.
It has?
Not a whole lot. We are still talking extreme severe droughts down across the southern half of the state. But the good news is, because of all the winter storms that we've had, the ski areas are doing fantastic.
See, that's good.
Compared to other seasons at this time of the year where we're at, we're like above average at just about all of them. So there's a great base. You know, Sandia is opening up this weekend. So perfect time to head out to the slopes and hit those. But as far as the overall conditions, we still could use a whole lot of more rain, more precip, or more snow at this time of the year. And one thing I'll mention really quickly, that when you hear a foot of snow, that only equates to about maybe 1/10 of an inch or even less of rain.
That's nothing.
It sounds like so much, and it looks like a lot, but it's really, it doesn't happen
when it melts down.
Right.
Well, I mean, I guess I remember last year at this time when we were talking about the drought, when we were talking about all the conditions, and we were saying how the skiing might be an issue for the season. This year, it's kind of the opposite, right?
It is. We have been so lucky. In New Mexico, across the state, across the board, everything's opening up for the weekend, so definitely head out.
Definitely a fun way to de-stress. And let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez for today's news headlines. Good morning, Elizabeth. Happy Friday.
Good morning, ladies. TGIF. Happy Friday to everyone. Yes, de-stress. I like that. Love the idea. All right, topping your morning news headlines this morning. The investigation continues this morning after a deadly shooting at Virginia Tech. You remember Virginia Tech is the same campus where 33 people, including a gunman, were killed back in 2007. Well, this time around, investigators say a man walked into a parking lot and attacked a police officer on campus yesterday. The entire school went into lockdown for several hours. The shooter later turned the gun on himself, and authorities believe that he is a Virginia Tech student. Last night, around 150 people gathered on campus for a candlelight vigil. The wife of former Penn State assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky is standing by her man. Dottie Sandusky released a statement Thursday saying the allegations about her husband sexually abusing young boys are not true. Jerry Sandusky was released on bail yesterday. He was arrested Wednesday on new child sex abuse charges. He now faces up to 50 counts of child sex charges. Governor Susana Martinez is once again trying to repeal a state law which allows illegal immigrants to get a driver's license. New Mexico, by the way, is the only state in the country that allows that right now. Now, Martinez says a majority of New Mexicans do not approve of the current law. But her last two repeal efforts drew strong opposition from immigrant and religious groups. Catholic Archbishop Michael Sheehan says if the governor tries to repeal the law again, the Archdiocese of Santa Fe would oppose it. All right, if a new job is on your Christmas list, Santa is delivering. Get this, Albuquerque is getting hundreds of new jobs at a new call center. Yesterday, Mayor R.J. Berry and Governor Susana Martinez announced that Lowe's is going to open a customer support center right here in town. It's going to be near Jefferson and Osuna in the Northeast Heights. Now, Lowe's plans to hire 250 people by March and about 600 by the end of next year. And by the way, Lowe's is already taking applications. Just head over to our website, KRQE.com, and we will connect you to their link. Every year, the Marines bring smiles to thousands of children by collecting toys for them. But their Toys for Tots program this year is at a disadvantage. They're actually in need of many toys. Check this out.
For a few families, looks like a lot of toys. For 8,000 to 10,000 kids, we are way off.
Marines with the Delta Company 4th Reconnaissance Battalion in Albuquerque need this exhibit hall at the convention center to be packed with toys by next week. For now, they're sorting the ones they've collected.
We have them oldest to youngest, boys, girls, boys, girls.
When they're not out doing what the president tells them to do, Marines like Lance Corporal Pierre Landry are serving the New Mexico community. Their mission right now, Toys for Tots.
And you get to meet different people that maybe are a little less fortunate, but you still like see the smiles on people's faces when you get when they get a toy and they're like, oh wow, and it's just like a really good feeling down like in your heart.
Last year, we were able to give each child 1 large and 2 small toys.
But in order to meet the needs of the 3,500 families, which equates to nearly 10,000 children that are supposed to receive toys this year, these Marines say they need your help. They need you to donate new toys.
I know for a fact that girls ages 8 to 12, see that little bitty pile? 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th pile up there? That's their pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 5 or 6 things there.
If you're just not able to donate a new toy, these servicemen and women are asking if you could lend them a helping hand.
400 volunteers needed for distribution weekend, the 15th through the 18th. We have 60 that have registered.
Love those toys. You know, this is such an important cause. Again, volunteers and toys are needed. Monday, by the way, will be the last big push for the toy donations. Marines are asking you to show up on Monday beginning at 5 a.m. Show up to Carlisle and Manal. There's a parking lot there. It's actually the parking lot of American Home Furniture. Well, KRQE News 13, Mayor Richard Berry, and Albuquerque first responders, and of course along with the Marines, will be there helping out with this last push. Hope to see you there. All right, that does it for your morning headlines. Don't forget to start your day every day with Matt Morrow, Kristen, and myself right here on KRQE, Monday through Friday from 5 to 7 a.m. Ladies, back to you.
Elizabeth, have a great weekend. You'll be there Monday, won't you?
I will. I'll be out there, and I'll be going live here on the show here on New Mexico Style too. So we want to get as many people as possible to get those toys out. They have a shortage right now. So
I know, and they're all rallying together to work really hard to make things good for those kids. So let's make it happen. Now the stockings are hung by the chimney with care. All that is missing is a friend with furry hair.
But tonight might be the night you'll find a pet that's just right at the Home for the Holidays Pet Adoption at the East Side and West Side Animal Shelters. Take a look.
The night before Christmas, all through the house.
Ho, ho, ho! This is Santa saying to come to our Home for the Holidays evening pet adoption.
So we were contacted by the city of Albuquerque to participate in their Adopt a Pet event that will be held on the 9th. And that's what our choir is about, to get involved with the community and to reach out.
Well, I think it's just really fun because it's something we haven't done before, just going out into the public and playing for other people, and we get to help people want to buy animals.
Mass Appeal Handbell Ensemble is going to be playing at the East Side Animal Shelter late night animal adopt-a-thon. And we're doing this so that we're playing our music so that we can entertain the families who come to visit with the animals and hopefully adopt a furry friend to take home for the holidays.
This Friday, December night, at our East and West Side shelters from 6 to 8 p.m., Santa, of course, is going to be here. We're going to have hot chocolate, we're going to have cookies, and lots of wonderful cats and dogs for you to take home for the holidays.
I heard him shout through out of sight. Merry Christmas to all dogs. The good life.
How cute is she? So cute.
So cute. And Wiggles is with us today. Along with our
Wiggles.
Yes, Wiggles, so cute. And this is Kenny Hatchett, who's helping us out this morning and telling us about Wiggles.
Yes, and Wiggles is an 11-year-old English Springer Spaniel mix. Wow, she ages quite well. I have to find out what her secrets are. She was surrendered by her owner and been at the shelter since November 7th. So Kenny, tell us a little bit about Wiggles. She's so pretty.
Wiggles is a great dog. She's real calm. She's a little nervous being on TV and all, but real calm, rides in the car well, walks on a leash well. Like you said, she's 11, so she's a little older. She'll be at the Lucky Paws in Coronado. She won't be at the East Side Shelter like normal. It's that place they got in Coronado Center.
Right. And she's really well behaved. I mean, she's a little shy at the cameras. We gotta get her to turn around so you can see that precious face of hers.
Cute little face. She's ready to go.
There we go.
There she is. Look at, she even has the barrettes in her hair.
This was a Groomingdale. She had a spa day yesterday at Groomingdale.
Nice.
So.
She deserves it. I mean, she's getting up there. You know, we need to find her a good home for Christmas. If you need someone that's not going to be crazy, running around wild and using the bathroom all over the place and having to worry about training them, I think Wiggles is perfect for you. Now let's remind our viewers about the details of tonight's Home for the Holidays pet adoption.
Yes.
That is from 6 to 8. There we go. 6 to 8 at the East Side Animal Shelter and at the West Side as well. Call 311 for any info on the dog or the events.
Thanks so much, Kenny. Thanks for always bringing all these wonderful pets. And we do want to mention that Hazel was adopted last week, and that was exciting.
It was exciting.
So we love to hear that, and I don't think it's going to take long for somebody to want to be Wiggles' companion. But Brad and Angelina still need a home. They're pit bulls. Brad Pitt, of course.
They are adorable. So, yeah, let's get these pets at home. You know, perfect little Christmas gift, I think, for them and for you.
The best, absolutely. Now, the weekend is finally here, as you can hear us elated about. And it seems that there always are a little more fun ways to have fun for the holidays, even around the house. You know, you can do so many things, and you can get out and about and look out your window and see, look at that snow.
Right. Inside the house or outside the house. Sandia Peak will be kicking off their season and officially open tomorrow. Nearly 3/4 of the mountain will be made available with almost 1.5 feet of natural and man-made snow. I think it's 16 inches is their base right now. Just perfect conditions.
Yeah, and then the ever-popular bug light display kicks off tonight. I was there last night. It's beautiful. It's at Manal School. It lasts all the way up until the 27th. The display was started nearly 40 years ago by Norman and Joyce Bug at their Northeast Heights home. So beautiful.
And Sarabi, the lioness, is finally out of quarantine and can be seen by the public starting today. She will not be with her male lion counterpart Cosmo right away. Instead, the zoo says the two will need to slowly be introduced to each other. And you can take advantage of that with the zoo hours of 9 to 5 every day.
So pretty.
And of course, happy birthday to the ABQ Biopark Botanical Garden and Aquarium. The Biopark is celebrating 15 years and the party lasts 15 days.
How apropos. The celebration begins today and lasts until the 23rd. And the 15th visitor to the park each day will win a pair of tickets to River of Lights. Just visit casa.com for a schedule of all those fun activities. Now, the activities don't end because our friends at the Aveda Institute New Mexico are hosting a cut-a-thon. That's going to be tomorrow from 9 to 7, and all proceeds, this is a great thing, will be donated to Toys for Tots. All those details are on your screen, and we certainly invite you to be a part of this.
Services will be provided by students and the pros from Aveda salons throughout Albuquerque. The Aveda Institute is also a drop-off point for unwrapped gifts to bring those when you go.
Yeah, that's great. And this holiday event actually coincides with Aveda Institute New Mexico's move to its new location on Central and Rio Grande, and a grand opening is actually going to be scheduled for January 22nd.
It's the new Aveda Institute. It's the only place in town to get quality salon services at a big discount, or it could be the start of a new career and a new life. And they offer financial aid too.
That's always a good thing, yeah. And now we've been showing you a lot about how the Toys for Tots campaign is bringing the Christmas spirit to the less fortunate of New Mexico.
News 13's David Romero followed one of those families to show where your generosity is going.
It helps us out a lot.
Jeanette Sandoval says without Toys for Tots, it would be a blue Christmas for the 2 granddaughters she's raising.
They know the love that they have here. But for Christmas, I try and give them what they want. But this year, it's hard on us this year.
Jeanette and her husband Leo are both disabled. With the numerous surgeries the two have endured, money for gifts is tight, and they rely on Toys for Tots. Making Christmas a happy one for the girls is all they care about.
You know the joy in their heart. So, you know, it'd be a good experience. It's a good experience for them, knowing that there is a Santa Claus.
They've had a hard life when they were little. Even now that they're older, you know,
The Sandovals just made the deadline to sign up for the gifts yesterday.
That's it?
That's it. You're registered.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll see you Saturday.
Okay, thank you.
Their Christmas, like some 3,000 other families in New Mexico, can now be complete.
Toys for Tots hasn't only helped us, but it's helped other families that's had a rough time, you know, and I thank God for that.
David Romero, KRQE News 13.
Thanks for that report, David. And the toys will be distributed December 17th through the 19th.
Organizers estimate the number of families seeking the gifts this year to surpass last year's total of 3,300, and so far they have a lot less than that, so we really need those toys.
Long way to go. Let's make it happen. Now, here's something fun. Have you seen those holiday ads where the wife gets the big Lexus, it's wrapped in a bow for Christmas, she walks outside, and that's our big present? It could actually happen to you, for real.
That's right. Tomorrow night, Lexus of Albuquerque and Lexus of Santa Fe will give away a free 2-year lease on a 2012 Lexus.
That is so cool. Registration begins at both dealerships today at noon. You can see all those details on your screen. It ends tomorrow at 6 p.m. The winner will be announced at 7, but you must be present to win. So stick around. Don't walk out of the dealership. You want to win. And you can actually drive your new Lexus right onto the movie theater. A good place to go. 4 new films are hitting the big screen this very weekend.
Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has all the details on these movie hits.
My real babysitter, Nancy, she does what I want her to do.
I'm not a real babysitter.
You may want to keep your sitter's number handy while watching Jonah Hill take on the job for his new comedy about a college student on suspension convinced to look after the kids next door.
My name's Noah J. Bird. Noah J. Bird? Oh, you like to fly.
This isn't your 80s kind of adventure in babysitting. With a wild R-rated night in store, probably best to leave the little ones at home.
We've got to do something to get you out of your New Year's Eve funk.
Start the countdown to 2012 as Gary Marshall once again brings together a star-studded ensemble cast to celebrate the holiday, this time New Year's Eve.
You look hot.
On the guest list, Robert De Niro, Halle Berry, John Bon Jovi, Michelle Pfeiffer, Glee's Lea Michele, and many more.
All I want from you is one code name, Tinker.
Expanding to more theaters as awards season gets closer, the Cold War-era thriller Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, starring Gary Oldman and Colin Firth.
Buddy Slade and I are meant to be together, and I'm here to get him back.
I'm pretty sure he's married with a kid on the way.
No, kid's here. I'm cool with it.
While making its start with a limited debut, Young Adult by the director-writer team of Jason Reitman and Diablo Cody, following Charlize Theron as a woman determined to win back her high school sweetheart, regardless of him being happily married.
You can come to the city with me like we always planned.
Mavis, I'm a married man.
In New York, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
These look like some goodies.
They do. You know, I was so excited about the New Year's Eve movie.
Me too.
But I was talking to Matt this morning, who's kind of a movie buff.
Yeah.
And he said that Richard Roeper gave it, like, not good reviews.
Oh, no.
Said, and I've heard that. And then Rotten Tomatoes gave it kind of bad reviews. But how can that be?
I know, that cast. Well, it's kind of like Valentine's Day. Gary Marshall directed Valentine's Day as well, and it was the same kind of thing. All these different vignettes and different stories and all these huge, super A-list celebrities. So I think I just want to see it for the John Bon Jovi eye candy.
I, for one, loved Valentine's Day.
I did too.
I like this movie too.
I did too.
In the holiday spirit. So
yeah, and it'll still be cold enough to want to be inside of a warm movie theater, right?
Yeah, it will. It's still going to be chilly, no doubt about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast. And first, I do have some pictures. This one was a sunset last night. How pretty is that? That's gorgeous. John Denson in that picture called Riding the Mountain Wave. Lots of colors there when we have all the cloud cover around. And of course, Michael wanted to send in this reminder that it's still cold out there. Don't forget to bring in your pets and take care of your plants if you still have those going, and also those pipes too. Look at that.
That's funny.
Can you imagine? That could be happening inside of your pipes, and what a mess that would be. So don't forget to leave the water on the drip. We were talking about the drought earlier. I did want to show this real quick. Still in a severe drought in Albuquerque up to the north, exceptional and extreme down in the southeast, but up close to the Four Corners, not doing bad there at all. Temperatures out there, bundle up, 16 in Santa Fe, 28 in Albuquerque, and we're in the 20s and 30s in the southeast. So it is still pretty cold out there, but today, highs today, not bad. 42 in Albuquerque, just barely above freezing in Santa Fe. So things, again, pretty slow to melt, but we'll get a little melting done this afternoon. A little cooler out east behind this cold front, but then this weekend looking fantastic. Westerly winds move in, a lot of sunshine, and that westerly wind is a warm wind, by the way. So we're going to get into a warm warm trend this weekend, boosting those temperatures. Highs today for the metro, 42 downtown, 40 in Las Lunas. And your 7-day forecast there, lots of sunshine, mid-40s as we head toward the start of next week, and then watching for snow Tuesday, Wednesday.